Hey everybody, welcome to Goshen Prepping. Have you seen it in the news, by the way? Cell service providers going down, lack of phone service. This is the beginning. Look at this article. And specifically, this is just a video. We're not going to go into watching it, but the report that AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, all experiencing a nationwide cellular outage. In this article, it talks about AT&T specifically, but you see it's not just them. In a statement, they said, you know what, customers, just use your Wi-Fi to make calls in the meantime. Some of our customers are experiencing wireless service interruptions this morning. We're working urgently to restore service to them. I think they're downplaying it. Look, this is a nationwide outage that is preventing wireless customers from making and receiving any calls, including 911. And that's my point for this video. Understand, if you're a prepper, I've got a cell phone. Of course I do. I can surf my cell phone, connect to my Wi-Fi, but you have to understand you cannot depend on the cell phone. But even more so, you ready for this? We think if there's an emergency, especially if crap hits the fan, that, oh, you know what, I'll just call 911. Even if there is cell phone service, do you think they're going to have time just to come to your house? No, we have to be able to protect ourselves. We have to be able to control things and fix things medically speaking. We have to be ready for all contingencies. And that contingency will not include your cell phone. Because I just want to stress again, look at this. It's actually a website called Down Detector. It's pretty neat. If you go down, look, it started about maybe 3 o'clock this morning. Boom, down goes their service. Verizon, boom, down goes their service. T-Mobile, boom, down goes their service. And so they're asking their customers to use Wi-Fi. In other words, your internet at your house. Is that dependable? User reports indicate problems at Starlink at almost the same time. Look at that. How are you supposed to be able to call 911 if you don't even have Wi-Fi? And that's my point. You can't. You have to be able to prepare, take care of things yourself. Even, I'll warn you on this, by the way, this is kind of like going a little bit further. When we look at all those different things we're talking about, there are private companies or corporations. What about the government? This is from the FAA. It's real-time GPS monitoring. And you know what? At least GPS is intact. But it's simply just another computer-operated thing as well. Don't depend on GPS either. Make sure you have local maps and a compass and be able to get direction. Now, here's what I recommend you do. Besides having a map, and this compass right here, this is a really nice one, by the way, inexpensive on Amazon. I'll link it below. You need to find ways to communicate with one another when your cell phone won't work. And this morning is a perfect exercise in drilling and training and preparing for crap hits the fan, because when that happens, your cell phone won't work. So you may want to consider getting a ham radio. Getting the license is actually really easy. It's not as hard as you think. And these radios are not super expensive either. Here's a couple that I have. I have this first one, this Baofeng. It's a really nice one, inexpensive. And I just picked up these two here as a set, so that way I can communicate or talk with people, relatively speaking, nearby. Again, I'll put links below for all those too. But pick them up. We'll start going through them in the future together so we know how to use them and operate them. And just understand, keep this in mind, your cell phone goes down, there's no 911. You don't even have to have a license to use a ham radio in an emergency situation. Keep that in mind. All right, so check those out. You might want to pick some up. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.